Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now here's Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and down right around the 37. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Akeem Hicks just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 36.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Back to you. Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
33-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete.
Josh Allen.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Hayward brought him down.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Colts.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
On the carry.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Good job, good job. Too easy, too easy.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Rosas' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Lining up for the extra.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Switch.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Indianapolis.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. The pitch back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
For the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will
represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's second and
they still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have a Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Kyle
Van Noy in on the stop.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown. AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Brought him down.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down, Indianapolis.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
33-yard line. A gain of 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
39-yard line.
Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Again, the ball
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
for a Denver.
16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It leads to...
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And 8.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20.
You know they pay me extra.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA.